Right, we're going to write some logic here on an latching system. So if there's a fault, so we have an enable and there's a fault on the, say it's a pump and there's a fault on the pump, we're going to latch that fault and it can't continue to run until you've done a reset on that pump. Now this block, we will composite the blocks to the outside. So this one folder will go into your logic. You just drag it and drop it into your logic. So if you've got a 2-pump routine and you want to latch the fault, you would just put the points into this composite block ready for you to you can duplicate it again from the other pump, or and it doesn't have to be pumps, it can be anything that you want to latch. Let's start and you get an idea what I'm talking about. So I'll call this check latch. And let's go in there. I'll put the desops in there first. So text block, note, paste the desops in there. Description of operation. Let's just take that down, I don't need that in the bottom there. And let's expand this. Is that it? I think that is it. So not a lot. Plant latch if fault occurs logic. So we will put in a one shot. So let's do a header first. New text block header. Put in there plant latch logic. Background yellow. Give it a border and we keep it selectable. So we can select it. Now just so you know, if you actually see, I can select that logic there, like I can select that. So if I make that non-selectable, so let's go back to false. I'll try and select it, I can't. See how I can't select it? What you've got to do then is you've got to open up your side bits to basically select it. But can I actually composite reorder? New. No, I can't do anything with that at all now. It's staying there whether I like it or not. I can't even highlight it all and change it. Does it make any difference? I don't want to anyway. So let's do we know we're going to have to do a reset. So a reset, I will use a one shot. And we go plant reset. Pin slots. Let's take out the out there, we'll leave the fire in, and that reset, we can composite that in to the outside of the folder and use that to join up to a main reset. Let's put 2 seconds there. Save that. Right, I want numeric writable for the fail time. So wait fail time. That's going to be in seconds. So we can select our seconds from down here. Time, seconds. Take out our decimal place, 0. And we'll change that from anything from 0 to 120 is going to be 2 minutes. I don't think we need to do any more than that. Save that, save that. Come back out, right click that, actions. I've got the emergency, so I've got these, I want to get rid of these. So views, AX slot sheet, highlight that, keep my finger on the shift and highlight, right click, config flags, hidden, OK. Action set, and we'll put that for 30 seconds for example. And then we don't need the in 16. And we could have that as a set, so we can set it into there, so we could get rid of the in 10 and just have that as a set for that logic instead of compositing it out. And we could have the reset there instead of compositing it out to the folder. Depends what how you want to do that. Let's the thing is, you normally have the same wait time. If you've got two pumps, you would normally have a 30-second on pump 1, a 30-second on pump 2. You wouldn't have a 30-second on pump 1 and a 10-second on pump 2. So we'll probably composite that out and makes it easier for future when you wanted to use the logic. Drive required, so i.e. the enable. So boolean writable and enable plant, pin slots, take out the in 16, it's going to go to the outside of that unit, and we'll go for views, enable, disable. Trying to make it as generic as possible to cover all sorts of plant equipment. We need a plant fault and we need a run, so duplicate plant run signal, so the plant is running. Let's put that as a, set that to a false, and that's going to be running or stopped. And then we need the health. Actions set to stop, and then duplicate and plant health. Healthy, fault. Then we need an output for the drive, so I could just duplicate that and plant out. So that's going to be the end goal. Put that to the right hand side. Right, so let's read the dead out, so I'll read it from the bigger screen. Plant latch if fault occurs logic. Plant start upon receipt of the start signal, which is going to be the plant reset, the plant enable plant. Upon receipt of the start signal, the plant will enable for the period set by the delay on timer, normally 30 seconds. Okay, so we've got 30 seconds. So let's do a multiply there to change that seconds into milliseconds. Sec to milliseconds. Put that into there and we times it by 1,000. 1,000, and we'll change the facets to time, milliseconds, and take out the decimal place. So there's our that there. So upon receipt of start signal, plant will enable period. So we need to enable the plant. bu- 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 which we could go straight from there to there, but we've got a lot of logic to put in between. So I'm just thinking how we do this. And we want to make sure that if we don't have the drive required and we don't have the drive run, there's quite a bit to do there. So we need an enable and we need the DP, and the DP, i.e. differential pressure, if it's a pump or flow or whatever, we need some proof to say that the drive is running. So let's do the drive run and the healthy into an AND gate, because it's got to be healthy for it to run. I think we all agree with that. So we've got to have both of them, whether we like it or not. 1 DP. 1 DP and plant run, and plant is healthy. So the plant is running and healthy. Views AX slot sheet. Healthy. And 1. 1 would be flow, DP, 1 from the inverter, whatever you want to call it. And that we're going to put into an XOR gate. So we'll put that there, and for mismatch. Mismatch alarms. No, I just leave mismatch. Don't need to put alarms. So we take that and put that into the DP, because we've proven DP, we've got to be healthy, so that's got to be true. So I presume what I could do, oh yeah, that's got to be true. No, sorry, it's got to be false. So I could do with being that the opposite way round. So it's fail safe. Anyone cuts the cables or whatever, it will go into fault to the IO, to the input. So we'll have that fail safe. Actions, set that currently to healthy. So we've got a true signal there. And then we've got the running signal, which would be true if it's running. We get the true signal there, and we enable the plant. Let's put that to enable. We enable the plant. So enable in DP, views AX Latch sheet. So enable and running. So then we don't get the alarm, because we've got to do that into an alarm basis. So we go to an AND gate, put that across there, and we'll put that into there. What should we call that? Latch. Rename, we'll call it a latch. And that's going to be issue, views, AX slot sheet. Issue. So we have a problem. And no fail. This is going to come further on later on. No fail into the AND gate. And then from there, we want our, from this output here, we want to go into a NOT gate up there, and I want a Boolean delay now. Where's my Boolean delay? Boolean delay. Boolean delay. pin slots on delay active, and we don't need the out now, do we? We're not. I can leave it in there at the moment. So rename, wait, for run signal. On delay 30 seconds. We go to our in there, and we're also going to go to our in there, which inverts that signal. Rename, latch off. So that's going to go into our reset. So let's do an AND gate, and system reset, SYS reset, and that's going to be my reset and latch off. Views, AX latch sheet, reset, and latch off. Reset out there, into there, and latch off into there. That's going to go into my clock, latch clock. Just saying the text monitoring, system shutdown. Yeah, so system shutdown. System shutdown. The system will be shut down with no airways present on delay time as elapsed and no run and healthy DP signal plant shutdown. The plant will be disabled. So reset and fault into there. Views, AX lot sheet, reset, fault. And then I need to latch. I need a Boolean latch. Go up here. Latches. Boolean latch. Drive fail. And take that into my clock. And my latch in there. And then we need a NOT gate. I can just take that one. Drive not failed. We invert that signal of the output, and we can put that straight to our enable output there. But then I want to go back from there and bring it into no fail there. Monitoring plants DP signal on plant shutdown. Okay, that should be doing that. So let's see whether all that works. So we got plant enabled, we're enabled. Let's disconnect plant. Set to plant disable. What am I missing here? So that's still enabled. I don't want that to be enabled. That's false. That's true. Issue true, enable. Running. Okay, we've got a mismatch there. Let me just actions, emergency inactive. So we've stopped that. Now it's disabled. Let's just put that to emergency auto. We've got a mismatch. So it should be alarming. Ah. Why aren't we alarming? We've got the plant running there, but we're not enabled there. But we've got no fail. We've got no fail. That's latch on. That's my clock, that's right. That's going there. Let me have a think about this. Let me just pause you and have a think about this. Let me just try this. Because of the running command, I think it is. Set to stop, but enable plant. I think that true wants to go into there. I think that's going to the wrong place. Because I need that to be enabled. So true, true. No, it's not working. Let me check. I think I am losing it. That needs to go there. And that needs to go back to there. Now that's saying enabled, emergency active. Actions, emergency inactive. We should be firing that bloody clock. Okay, I am losing it. We need another AND gate down there. Delay time, start. Output into there. Don't want to do that. Across there. And then we want a fail into there. And we want an enable, which I'll take from there into there. Let me just reset that. So we've got a true there waiting for the enable. Views AX latch sheet. Failed. Enable. That way when we've got a constant true on there, that enables, puts the output to the drive. So when we enable it, we've got our enable on. This is currently doing the countdown, but if I put the run on, that stops all that lot, and that carries on running, and will carry on running all the time. If I take the plant run off, that then from my XOR gate is giving me a true. That true is going up into this, so I put that timer on. I'm timing 30 seconds and that out. So let's get rid of the out not. So the out will go true. Put a true into there, it's an OR gate. Put a true into there, which just puts that output in, so it's latched that output as a true because I've already was in a true there. And then that's coming back and now changing that to a false. But we've got a failed coming down there. So even though we've got a true, we've got a fail, so we won't run that. So the only time we can actually run that now is when we do a reset. So when we hit that reset, we make that a true in that AND gate, which gives us a true there. So have I got that in the wrong? I have, haven't I? Makes that a true there. True in the OR gate. Puts that to true, which puts that back to false. So let's do that. Actions, fire. So that's now back at false. That's at false. And that's gone to true for that. So that's not failed, that's healthy, isn't it? So and views AX lot sheet. It is coming from fail, but it's drive healthy. I don't want drive, I want plant, don't I really? Plant, because we don't know what it's going to be. Plant. Gone into fault again because we didn't have our plant run, so let's reset that again. So we're now enabled, we do our run, so we are running. That's made sure we've got a false off there now, so that bit is not going to do anything. So this is all to do with latching. And then that starts. Right, let's make this a little bit better. So I want to know whether the drive is in manual or not. I don't think in the event of a failure detected by a mismatch between the BMS command and the status, the third of critical alarm will be raised on the BMS and the plant will be commanded off. Okay, so we need a critical alarm, and we can put the critical alarm in the drive not failed, I would have thought, right at the end there. So when it goes false, it's an alarm. So the drive not failed. Let's go to alarms, extensions, expand that, drive not failed, which is a not gate. If we put a boolean change of state alarm in that, but we want to reverse it, So when it's false, it goes into alarm. So when it's false, we say drive failed, check running signal. Yeah, check running signal. Drive healthy. Save. And we'll change that to include the folder name, just in case we have more than these. Parent, parent, display name underscore. So it's going to be check latch, which that could be pump 1 or whatever. Check latch or check latch P1, check latch whatever one. And it's going to say that, and then it's going to say drive not failed. That's really not a good description. So I'm just wondering whether I should put that somewhere else rather than drive not failed, i.e. drive failed. Let's go back and look at the logic, save that. It's still going to be the same output there, so let's cut that. And let's put that into there. Of course I can't. Yeah, it's a latch. Okay. Let's make a new Boolean writable. And drive failed. Take that output there. Or take it from there. Pin slots. Take out the N16. Take that, cut that, and put it in our new paste. And I'm really only doing that. It would still do an alarm where it was, but I'm only doing that just because I've got the text. So it would say check latch underscore drive failed as the alarm. So you've got some indication of what the alarm is. And if we go, our true is healthy. And that's our fail. Just neaten up this a little bit and just put that there and put that to there. So that's our drive fail alarm. So let's do a drive running. Let's have an AND gate. Let's have an AND gate. Hit control. Let's have a good old AND gate, and we'll put that as drive running. So what do we need to prove that the drive is running? Demand, run and health, I would have thought. AX slot sheet, demand, it is running. And it's healthy. Pin slots. So the demand we will get from enable the plant. The running we will get direct from the running there. And the healthy we will get direct from the healthy there. So we have a true there. Neaten this up a little bit there. Let's just come across a little bit more there so we can see all the links on most of them. There we go. You can see all the links there. Bring that down a bit so we can see that. Can we bring these down a bit so we can see them links there? Okay, drive running. So let's put that into an XOR gate and drive in manual. Plant manual, not drive. Keep putting drive, rename plant. We're getting any more drives here. Drive fail, plant fail. Do a space there. Plant. Plant failed. Plant in manual. So we've got our demand and we need our run signal. So that would tell us if that is actually running, which it is at the moment. That would tell us that that is false manual. And if I go and turn that off, actions, emergency auto, actions, emergency auto, false there, so that's false is auto. Views, AX latch sheet, I don't want that. False, auto, run, manual. So that's telling us whether it's in manual or auto in the respect of it running. So if we have put the enable on and we don't have the plant run, we're in manual. If we have the plant run, we're auto run. If we have the enable off, but we're getting a running, we've got a manual run. So it's just a mismatch between them two, i.e. someone could use the switch, turn off the controls, put it to manual run, we get the running signal, so we know the system's in manual run. Well, that's the idea behind it. Right, what else do we need to do? I think we need to composite that manual run out of the folder, composite some of these out. So that's going to be composited out. Enable plant composite out. Plant run, plant elf, plant output, but on the output is going to be out. Let's do plant manual. So we could say it's in manual. In fact, we could put an alarm on that if we wanted to, and that, or a notification. Tell you what we do. Let's just take that, duplicate that one, and plant not in auto. Go into the alarm bit of it. Plant not in auto. I'm tapping away here and nothing's happening. Plant not in auto. Plant in auto. Save. And then we need, because of a changeover, we need a bit of a delay on there. Because if I go enable that now, straight away it's coming to manual run. but it could take up to 30 seconds before that. So that's no good. That would alarm straight away. So we need a delay on that. So I'm going to take that delay, duplicate, wait for one signal. Let's just change that to WA. Oops. Capital W. Put that in there, in delay. We'll have our 30 seconds. And then we'll have our alarm going out there, and change that alarm to be the other way. Healthy. Save. And we'll put that as auto, manual. So that's an alarm. So we got plant failed as an alarm, plant not in auto as an alarm. We got our normal plant output. So let's just composite these out. Composite. So this is taking it to the outside of the folder. Well, let me show you what I mean. If I do a views wire sheet, at the moment we still got it just there. We don't have anything. We can't see what's going on. We've got to physically go in to see what's going on. Well, the idea is we take those points to the outside of the folder by pressing this composite here. I presume you could. I'm just looking to see whether there's a help on that. Composite. No, I can't. Anyway, composite. So we'll go for enable plant. That's the first one. Then we go plant run. Then we go plant healthy. And then we go plant output. We'll just do them at the moment. We'll do some more in a bit. So enable one healthy output. Now I go to that, views AX slot sheet. This is an enable. Plant enable. Plant running. Plant healthy. And plant start. No, maybe that's the wrong word. Maybe the other one should have been plant output enable. So now these are at the, why have I got a failed there? Reset alarm. Maybe it was before. We're enabled there. Our plant is not in. Plant is in fault there. Of course it is. Because I've composited it in there now. So I need a true. Let me just nick that and put that into there. And then I can cut that. So plant healthy. Let's go. Views. AX slot sheet. Plant healthy. Must be true. Plant healthy must be true. Plant output enabled. Plant running. So why have I got a plant output enabled and yet I'm not asking it to run? Why are you enabled? Ah, I am asking you to run. It's just that I've overridden the points there. Right. So we want to composite that out. We want to still composite that out, and then we want to composite the 2 alarms out. Composite. Plant reset. Where are you, plant reset? There you're there. In. We'll move them up in a minute. Time. And then we've got some alarms. Plant failed. Plant failed is 1 alarm. That's an output. And the other alarm, plant not in auto. That's an output. Right, we'll move you and you up to the ins up there. Move you down 1. Leave you there. Go to views. AX lot sheet. That's my plant reset. And that's going to be my plant delay. Plant on delay. And that's going to be an alarm. I'm just going to put a dot there, so I've got something in it. And I'm going to put a dot there, so I've got something in it. I presume I could put an exclamation mark. Let's see which one looks better. I think the dot. Views, AX lot sheet. Or I could put info, because that's all it's going to be used for, info. Let's put info. And put info. I'm going to get that notice come back up, but it's alright, just ignore it. Info, info. Plant output. Okay. So I'll tell you what we'll do now is we will look on failed and we'll count down. It's failing. Now I already have a block in a folder that already does that in my logic on other jobs that I copy across. I'm just wondering whether I should just do that, and you can see. No, I'll do a fresh one. I'll do a fresh one. So a numeric switch. A numeric switch, because we're going to switch that time, the delay time. Where are we? Numeric switches. Utilities. Numeric switch. Switch. Failed. Delay. And then I'm going to have a divide. I'm going to take that and divide by 2. You see the reason in a minute. I'm going to do that. Divide and fail. Divide by 2. Pin slots. I want my. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to change something there, but I'm not. Let me put my weight from there into my switch, and let me put my milliseconds into my true there, and then I'm going to take that and I'm going to divide it by, so that's going to be in milliseconds, so I want to divide it by 20,000, not 20,000, that's going to be milliseconds. Time, milliseconds, not micro, milli. We certainly don't want a decimal place. Right. So switch failed, which is going to be true. We put that time into there. So we start running on the timer. We divide it by 2. We're now going to put a ramp in there. And I also want to put in a numeric writable. So delay time. Because I know what that ramp's going to do. It's going to grey itself out. You see in a minute. Pin slots. Take out that. And that's going to be seconds. Position. I haven't got the. Let's do it here. Go down to time. Seconds. 0. I'm just going to composite that out while I'm thinking about it. Composite, delay time, and composite you out. Views, AX slot sheet, delay time. Right, my ramp. I want my delay active failed, delay active failed. Enable, period, amplitude, and offset. That would do for me. So I want my period, which is going to be the long. I want my offset, and I want that. What else? A large plant. I don't need anything else there. And I want my delay active. And I want to put you into there. Let's try that, count up. Fail time. Enable the plant. Why have we gone straight into fault? Right, now I'm waiting for it to go into fault, but we haven't got a fault. Why haven't we got a fault? We haven't got a problem. Surely we've got a problem. Let me reset that. We've got to have a problem because we haven't got no... What am I missing here? No, no, my delay's on there. Come on, go into fault. Oh. Really? Because I've composited them out, I've took my values out. Actions set to 30. Delete. We're enabled. Let's just actions, emergency inactive. We're all off. Actions, emergency active. So we're going to fault in 30 seconds, and that's counting down or counting up. So yeah, right. What am I doing here now? Why haven't we gone into fault? What have I done? We had it working a moment ago. Just a few things that I've done, I've changed something. I don't know what I've changed. Plant enable, plant healthy. That's fine. So that's not that. So that is... We have latched a fault at the moment. So we have a fault now. Yes, we have a fail. We clear our fault. We're now healthy. We've gone there, we go to enable the run, and we won't get a fault at all, and that timer's not timing. We lose the run, fan belt broken, whatever you want to call it, or whatever, we've lost the run. We're now timing, and we're timing 30 seconds to a fault. So that's on, so that's flicking that switch. That will go to there and go to enable, which will switch that clock, and we'll actually put that to true, which will then put that into fault. That's right. That's that. Actions set to 0 seconds as a fallback. So why didn't that work before? Why didn't that work before? Actions emergency auto. I'm going to go out to the outside of the folder now, and like that we could do like check latch P1, and then we can duplicate that, check latch P2, and new boolean writable, actions set to true, plant enabled, and we haven't got our enable because we're still in fail there. So we want to plant reset, and I'll put a plant reset in there, and I'll take them back out again, because they will go back into fault unless I do a plant running, plant enable. That's something I haven't brought across out to the outside. I never brought that mode across, did I? You know, for manual mode, I never took... Did I take that to the outside? Yes, I did. Auto mode. Okay. Ignore me. My wife normally does. Duplicate P2. Go into there. Go into there. Maybe I didn't do plant running. And plant enabled. According to that, I'm in auto mode. Plant output is on. Ah, that's still saying running. Of course it is. Of course it is. Because I'll just cut it. Action set to false. Put that into false. Leave that one as true, which it is running true. So this one will go. This is still saying auto, it's still enabled. It's counting down. Why has it done that? Why did it count down? And why can't that say that auto there? Why isn't that saying manual? Manual. So it's a false out there. Because it's an XOR gate. So it's manual run. So that is manual run. So we're saying a false is manual. Let me just reset that. That's not changing, is it? That's true. So that's my false. What an idiot. That into on delay active and not the out. Actions. Not having a good day today, so that's manual, which it will be. And then actions, emergency active, actions, emergency inactive, that would be manual, which it would be. But when they're both active, that goes off. Yes. But, let me disable them all. I don't want that alarm to come on. On delay. I haven't got my on delay. Apparently I've got 30 milliseconds. This isn't really an on delay. I want my out not there. Oh no, we're enabled. Sorry, it is probably right. Actions, emergency inactive. Yes, that's auto and happy. Actions, emergency active. Now that's not going to trigger until 30 seconds. Yeah, so we don't need that. Out now. Right, let's put this up to YouTube. That's failed, which it would have done. Reset. Take the enable off or whatever. Yeah, manual. Okay, we know it's working. We don't need that. And we don't need that. Actions, emergency inactive. Actions, emergency auto. Actions, inactive. Permanent. No. auto action set valves. Right, thank you for watching.